And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Thomas.
Play action now. Burrow. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
7 yards. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now Burrow. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's tackled for a short gain.
We're good, we're good.
Burrow picking up the pace.
11 Thomas.
Here's 2nd and 7. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
12, 12, 12. Dot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Gun, gun. Dot. Dot.
Burrow setting up the play action. Headed out right. Still on his feet. He tucks it and takes off. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense getting set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again is Lamar. Henry on the catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Gets this one to Andrews. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Lamar throwing again. Flush out now to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Getting out to his... Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
I'm wondering.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Looking for a target. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
A 74-yard gain on the play.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Jamar Chase.
Dot.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals throwing 6 more on the blowout. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. That count runs their offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here.
What is it? Sit up.
On first down, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They bring the tight end in motion. Lamar now from the gun. Into the hands of Likely. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. New set of downs for him at the 38. Slot man motioned over. First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson's gonna throw again. That's taken in by Henry. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll get this to Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. And again, it's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Punting unit out now. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Burrow picking up the pace. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. There he goes again. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals running them out of the building. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd and long for him here. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. We've got a screen to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's gonna run for it!
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Oh, put some heat on this deep, big game downfield. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another through the air this game. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Hardy on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now here's Lamar. Henry on the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Bengals football. 1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 10. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense running back out now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Play action. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. Cincinnati uses its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Bateman, the motion man left. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out third down. Lamar now from the gun. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one. This is brought in at the 15. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Bengals throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. That one's complete, right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. One final shot here. He's on the move. He's running with it. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.